He said one day you'll leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. My father told me when I was just a child, these are the nights that never die. My father told me.
Chris, is she dating anyone?
No, why? Oh, you like Kristen, don't you?
I didn't know what I was getting into. She died a few years later. I wish my heart would just stop aching. But then again, I thought I wouldn't be able to feel at this point. After all, shouldn't I be a boiler with nothing inside at this point? Chris, what the hell? Even if you hadn't done what you did back there, I would have survived anyway.
I wasn't just going to let you die. Even if you would have survived, you probably would have been powered down for months. And I also didn't want to see you suffer. Well, yes, I know you're an animatronic. I'm very aware of that. I just know that you and the other animatronics have a type of sense of pain or something kind of similar. Also, you know what I'm like. You should have seen this coming, Molten. Considering all the pain I'm in, you'd definitely be suffering.
But unlike me, you won't survive this.
But hey, can't you save me by turning me into an animatronic or something? Since I'd rather be an animatronic than dead permanently.
But how am I supposed to do that? We have barely any parts around here. Well, at least after you built the glam rocks.
You see, Molten, I didn't just build the glam rocks. I also built an animatronic that I haven't decided a complete name for, but at the moment, I'm calling her Showtime. I put her in the back with the other glam rocks, and she should also be very easily recognizable considering she's the only one out of the group that looks, well, more human than the others. Just put me in that suit and I should survive, kind of, after that, right?
Well, there's only one problem with that from what I understand. You won't remember anything.
I don't care. I just want to find a way to survive and for a way to not be separated from you, love.
Molten? Yes, Chris? Before I power down for I don't even know how long, honestly, I want to tell you something. I love you. No matter what, that'll never change. Nothing will ever change that. And I'll miss you. And I'll never trust Glitchtrap or William Afton ever again. I think I'm powering down now, but could you please tell the others, some of my other friends and my siblings? You've befallen a terrible fate, haven't you?
I feel like I'm not in control. I'm sorry, but I don't know what to tell you.
No. This can't be true. But I'm human. I'm not an animatronic. I'm a human.
Okay, let me rewind a little bit. Hey, I'm at the pizzeria. This is Kristen Kitsune. Well, back when everything started. Back at the first pizzeria. Okay, good. Okay, there should be one animatronic inside. Its name should be Helpy, and he's designed to help you. Okay. Yeah, I got attacked on accident by one of my animatronics. This is Isabella Davis. She's an old friend of Kristen's. And this is Cordelia John. They're another friend of Kristen's. And what's been going on at your guys' pizzerias? Things have been going well at my pizzeria. Mike's back, finally. And we haven't had any problems in a while. And what about you, Kristen? What's been going on at your pizzeria? Well, the pizzeria burned down because of, well, Springtrap. But I have a bit of a solution because of Helpy. I, well, have the theme park, which I'm deciding to call Freddyland. I'm moving the animatronics in tomorrow. I'll need to get them from storage, though. And this is Freddyland, guys!
I wish that I could have known you, Chris. You seem like a nice person, and you built me. You're the reason why I'm here. I just wish that I could have met you, and that you didn't die and basically become a part of me.
Showtime?
Chris? How are you here? I thought you were dead.
Honestly, I thought I was dead too. But because of Molten, I'm alive. Kind of. Somewhat thanks to you and somewhat thanks to Molten, I'm here, and unless I'll take control, I'll essentially just be a ghost at your side. And I'll also do my best to answer any questions that you may have. However, the only kind of downside to this is, as far as I'm aware, you're the only thing that can see me. However, other animatronics that are possessed might be able to see me too. This is not the start to the story. This is later in the story. But hey, Chris, what would they expect from you? Considering the last trailer that you've ever done was for like later in the series. For like, what? Seasons like 5 to 6 or something? That series only has 4 seasons, not 5 or 6. Melody, Catherine, 1, don't, and 2, don't worry, I've got the rest of this. I'm sorry you all had to, well, see and hear that, but this series will have about 8-ish seasons. Season 1 is essentially all set up for the rest. Season 2 is focused of them in a certain group of AUs, or alternate universes. Season 2 is completely focused on them in one AU, with the same thing going for the rest. However, things really start to, well, change in the third, or miraculously last 3 seasons. And because this is collaborative work, and because the others don't know what they're going to do with a bunch of the other seasons, and some of them might back out, we can't exactly guarantee anything. But we can guarantee what is on our parts. And honestly, from what I understand, some of the series would be kind of funny. Don't think of this series like something like some of their other projects, or should I say, some of our other projects, such as Multiverse and the Scare Survival stuff. Think of this a bit more of like a comedy, with more adult-leaning jokes, as, well, let's just say the creators of this ain't gonna stray away from that type of stuff. However, I'm gonna tell you some things that are absolutely guaranteed, as it's, well, been made by, well, the person you're watching now, so it's guaranteed, at least on her end. And some of the stuff I can guarantee is season 1 mostly. As the thing follows the chick you see on screen, whose name I can't remember. No, give me a second. Okay, her name is Souse. And they are, well, Asian. And their family moved to the area where they lived a while ago. Nowadays, they are a music teacher that also occasionally does performances and writes her own songs. However, she gets thrown into a magical and interesting adventure when she comes across some from another world who are just kind of, well, forced there and don't know A, why they're there, and B, how to get home. So she decides to help them, or at least do their best to. Then shenanigans go down, from adventuring and other stuff. It's fun, as this series is going to work similar to D&D or Dungeons and Dragons. So, yeah. Fun. Also, we'll be making a couple of other series, and one of them will be, well, kind of, or not technically kind of, but very connected to multiverse. But we'll talk about that series when it becomes time, since that series is much more connected to season 2 and later on. And from what I understand, a bit of late season 1 too. And this has gone way over than it probably should have been. So, yeah, we'll probably talk about this a bit more in a later episode with everyone, along with talking a bit more about characters. So, yeah. Bye, guys. See you another time.